Imagine a silent observer, moving unnoticed among the living, yet possessing a mysterious ability to sense the invisible threshold between life and death. In a quiet nursing home, a cat named Oscar defied logic and science, becoming a steadfast companion to those on the brink of their final journey. Was he guided by instinct, a unique biological gift, or something far more enigmatic? In a quiet corner of Rhode Island, nestled in the halls of the Steerhouse Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, an extraordinary phenomenon unfolded. It was not the latest medical breakthrough or groundbreaking research. No, this story revolved around a seemingly ordinary resident, a cat named Oscar. But there was nothing ordinary about him. Oscar possessed ability so uncanny, so inexplicable, that it left staff, families, and doctors in awe. Oscar was adopted as a kitten to bring comfort and companionship to the residents of the nursing home. At first glance, he was an unremarkable feline, small, grey, with piercing green eyes. He was aloof and independent, the sort of cat who chose his interactions wisely. While some residents adored him, others dismissed him as just another therapy animal. Little did they know, Oscar would soon prove to be far more. The staff first noticed Oscar's peculiar behavior in the summer of 2007. He had begun to spend time with residents who were nearing the end of their lives, curling up beside them on their beds and staying there until their final breath. At first, it seemed coincidental. After all, cats are known for their unpredictable habits. But as time passed, the pattern became undeniable. One particularly memorable instance involved a woman named Eleanor. She had been battling a long illness, and her health had begun to decline rapidly. Her family had been called in to say their goodbyes. Oscar, who had never shown much interest in Eleanor before, suddenly appeared in her room. He jumped onto her bed, curled up next to her, and stayed there, silent and watchful. Hours later, Eleanor passed away peacefully, with Oscar still by her side. Word of Oscar's strange ability spread quickly among the staff. Some were skeptical, chalking it up to coincidence or imagination, but others began to pay closer attention, documenting his behavior. The results were astonishing. Oscar had accurately predicted the deaths of more than a dozen residents, always choosing to stay with them in their final moments. Doctors at the facility were intrigued. How could a cat possess such an ability? Dr. David Doser, a geriatrician at Steerhouse, began to investigate. He theorized that Oscar might be detecting chemical changes in the bodies of dying patients, perhaps the smell of ketones released as cells shut down. Whatever the explanation, Oscar's actions brought comfort to families and staff alike. One of the most poignant stories involved a man named Frank. Frank had been living at Steerhouse for several years and was well loved by the staff and other residents. He was known for his sharp wit and infectious laugh, even as his health began to deteriorate. When Frank's condition took a turn for the worse, Oscar appeared at his bedside. Frank's daughter, Grace, was initially startled by the cat's presence, but soon found solace in it. "It's like he knows," she said, tears streaming down her face. "He's here to keep Dad company." Hours later, Frank passed away with Grace holding his hand and Oscar lying by his side. Grace later described the moment as bittersweet but profoundly comforting. "Oscar gave me the strength to face it," she said. "It was as if he was assuring us that everything would be okay." Oscar's reputation grew, and families began to view him as a source of comfort rather than an omen. He became a symbol of compassion and the mysterious connection between animals and humans. His presence brought peace to those grappling with loss, offering a quiet reminder that no one should face their final journey alone. By the time Oscar had predicted the deaths of over 100 residents, he had become something of a legend. Dr. Doser wrote about Oscar's story in his book, Making Rounds with Oscar, capturing the profound impact the cat had on the lives of patients and their families. Oscar's tale resonated with readers around the world, sparking discussions about the bond between humans and animals and the mysteries of life and death. Oscar continued his work at Steerhouse, unassuming and steadfast. To this day, his story remains a testament to the extraordinary connections that can exist in the unlikeliest of places. Whether his abilities were rooted in biology or something more enigmatic, one thing was certain. Oscar had touched countless lives, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those who crossed his path.
Oscar's extraordinary tale reminds us that compassion knows no boundaries, not even those between species. It highlights the deep, often inexplicable bond humans share with animals, offering comfort and connection in moments of profound vulnerability. Whether through instinct or intuition, Oscar's actions teach us that even in life's most fragile moments, solace can come from the most unlikely of places, urging us to value empathy and companionship in every form.